sounded like my ring snapped off. I love these sweaters. If I could buy this type of like fleece thin sweater for every holiday, let alone every day of the week, I would. This is the type of sweater that your kooky aunt walks into the Christmas party and they go, there she is. She can down a bottle of Fireball like nobody's business, talks to herself more than other people, and she always takes 6 helpings of green bean casserole. It's your aunt. She's probably gonna sleep on the couch or pass out in a bush. Who told her the meal started at 6? We always tell her it starts at 9. She's the last one here, first to fall asleep. Happy holidays. Welcome back to my kitchen. It's 7:35 at night, very specific, and I got a full cup of coffee, and I got my little sleeve on it because we're keeping it chilled. Who knows how long we'll be here? Today, if you can tell by the title, we're making eggnog cheesecake. Who doesn't like eggnog? Or cheesecake? Someone calling in? Who is this? I don't know, it's Charisse. Charisse! Back to what I was saying. Who doesn't like eggnog and cheesecake? A lot of people. Some people don't like cheesecake. A lot of people don't like eggnog. I don't blame them. I'm not gonna die on the hill that eggnog's good. When I was a child, someone handed me a glass of eggnog and I tried it. I was like, this is great. Thick, creamy, yellowy, sugary milk. Love it. I have like 4 glasses every winter around the holidays and then I'm pretty much set for the year. Since I love eggnog and I like cheesecake, I thought I would make eggnog cheesecake for the holidays without a recipe. Essentially, this is like Who Wants to Be a Baker, okay? Because I do have lifelines to help along the way, which include phone a friend, phone my mom, phone anybody, Charisse, who just called. I could phone a friend and I could ask them for help. I have a 30-second Google search where I could Google anything. I don't think you put eggs in eggnog. I think that's a misconception. It says like eating the raw eggs in cookie dough. Salmonella. I can look at just the ingredients, so it's like butter, eggs. Or we do it the opposite. I could just look at the measurements. 2 cups, a stick of something. So this is not the first time we've done this either. There's plenty of episodes on here. We've made banana bread, lemon bars, crumble, cranberry bar, something like that. Listen, I got the gift of gab. I could talk your ear off all night, but let's get started. This recipe, just like the cranberry crumble bars, comes from Amy, who runs bellyful.net. Let's get started with the cheesecake. I also have my Grinch shirt on. Ooh. Yeah. That's it. I'm not baking. I don't even know if you bake a cheesecake. I think we ran into the same problem before. A tale as old as time and confusing as it could be. Do you have to bake when it's a cheesecake? Who the hell would know? Okay, like a cheesecake lives in the fridge. So wouldn't it form in the fridge? Like Jell-O? Like pudding? That's why I never went to culinary school. Because I would have confused the crap out of the chefs. They're like, this one over here, she doesn't understand temperature. Let's tell her to grab a burner while it's on and we could get her out of here. Boy, I love talking a lot on these. I don't see any eggnog in here. Oh, what's this? So I don't think we just have eggnog. I think we have to make like the equivalent of what eggnog is. And the crust has 5 ingredients, I think, and the filling has 6. So let's start with the filling. I was smart this time. I was trying to think of what really would go into it, and every single time we work with like milk, cream cheese, yada yada yada, it's always in the fridge, it's always cold. So this time I put it out. Butter and cream cheese. Is eggnog big in other countries? Because I could see them being like those Americans drinking the nog of an egg. So silly. We probably need like 2 things of cream cheese. Also at the culinary school, they're like, she just keeps throwing a French accent and doing this whenever we're talking about anything. Not all French is food, although the French have great chefs and are great cooks. Ratatouille. We just open it like that? You don't even tear it? You peel it apart? That felt invasive. Peekaboo! Here I am. Here she comes to save the day. Wow, you don't even have to touch the cream cheese. 1 cream cheese. Bop, 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 around. Get your eggnog! They should sell eggnog at sporting events. Oh my god, have you ever like a hockey game? You want a Coors Light? Would you like a lemonade shake-up, or would you like a cup of eggnog? I would be ripping farts in those seats. My god. Eggnog makes you fart. And if you deny that, you haven't accepted the responsibility that comes with drinking eggnog. Nasty gas. There is whipping cream in here. We never have whipping cream. That's abnormal. Usually what's in the fridge is leftovers, random sauce cups. Like if you got a thing of cheese fries, they'll just be extra cheese sauce. Big cheese drawer, probably like 45 types of cheese. Always sour cream. There's 6 cans of biscuits. We're having people over. Oh, I should be writing down how much I'm using. It's 2 cups of cream cheese. CC. That's cream cheese in the bit. 8 fluid ounces of heavy whipping cream. This is the consistency of eggnog. There you go. Whipping cream! We both are here to have some fun, so let's whip. Whip it, baby. Whip it all night. Let it whip on. It's a bunch of white liquid. We need some color. Boom, boom, boom. Sugar. Like every recipe calls for sugar. How much? The last time we did this, didn't I put like 4 times the amount of sugar that I needed? So why don't we just put a little bit of sugar, and if I ever get to look at the recipe or the amounts, maybe I can figure out if I need a little bit more. 1/4 cup of sugar. Now I didn't buy any eggnog. Should have. What does eggnog taste like? Speckles of spice. Is it cinnamon? Spice it up. So here's all the spices that I found that aren't actually spicy. And I found vanilla. I feel like vanilla goes in a lot of recipes that we've done. There's cinnamon. There's nutmeg. It smells like it might be in there. And there's ground ginger. I think in my mind, ginger reminds me of Ginger from Gilligan's Island. I'm like, she was a sweet person. So then I think that ginger is sweet. I don't think ginger is sweet. Nutmeg kind of smells like the holidays. It smells like a craft show. It smells like a store where they put up a bunch of fake wreaths and then they have a whole wall of ornaments and you're like, oh my God, a sewing machine ornament, a bottle of hot sauce ornament, Ricky's first root canal. Oh my God, we must memorialize this memory in a form of an ornament. They're always cute. I love ornaments like that. The more personalized they are, the better. Like the more reasons to like stare at someone's tree. Hey, did you hit the family dog back in '06? There's like an ornament on here. It says R.I.P. Delilah. Was that? Did you? And there's a tire next to her head. Like she got hit in the head with a tire. Your car was missing a tire one time. I remember that. Weird weekend. Oh my, what is that? Did you? Is that an ornament filled with your baby teeth? Okay. Yes, and I do see she put a little string of lights in there. So that's, I'm gonna pass that one down to your future kids. I need a cup of eggnog. Spike it. I'm gonna do a teaspoon of nutmeg. That was probably 1/4 of a teaspoon. Oh, that's too much. Put it back. Put it back in there. Oh, that's gotta be a teaspoon between what I spilled, what fell out, and what's still sitting on the corner. I don't know, should I be whisking this? I don't know what else would be. I think I'm gonna use the first lifeline and look at least the ingredients for the filling. Oh shoot. Wait, there's 6 ingredients. I need cream cheese softened. Room temp has to be the same thing as softened. Tell me the difference between frozen and the refrigerated, chilled, softened, room temp, melted, whatever. I need them in order. Cream cheese, eggs, sugar, heavy cream, vanilla, nutmeg. We need vanilla and we need eggs. 3 eggs? 2 eggs. I've never put 3 eggs in something. There's 3 eggs left in the thing though. Is that a coincidence? I think not. There's actually a whole nother carton of eggs. 1 egg, scoop potatoes, 2 eggs. Yummy! It looks like a bad batch of potato salad right now. We need more vanilla than we put in nutmeg. We put a teaspoon of nutmeg. We're gonna put in at least a teaspoon of vanilla. That feels like a lot, but that's like a teaspoon and a half. I think I'm just gonna have to get the mixer out because this ain't mixing too well. Is there eggs in eggnog? Let me Google it. At its core, eggnog is an emulsion of milk and or cream, sugar, and yes, eggs. How are you people not getting sick? How are they selling on the shelves? Does it say on eggnog, like, please don't consume? Well, not please don't consume. That's crazy. Got that holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I've got my mixer out in my hands and I'm mixing. Oh, that just fell. Did that not lock in? My goodness. That could have turned into an episode of Jackass real quick. I'm like, oh, I got my egg. Like, just sucks up my sweater. I'm like, no, not my vest. Not my Christmas vest. Not my gumdrop buttons. Oh my God, we should have made gingerbread next year. I don't think I'm in the mood to bake. I think I'm in the mood to start a rock band of some sort. A tale as old as time. Me. Is this gonna explode? Do they have a setting besides low, like crawling turtle setting? What's that dip that you put chips in? And in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, they get like stuck in a bowl of like sour cream and onion dip. Kind of looks like that. I don't know if I'm gonna get all the lumps out of this cream cheese. Usually cheesecakes are real smooth. Usually. All I smell is cream cheese. Little more vanilla. The ingredients are gonna be skewed at the bottom. Did I not need cinnamon? No. Nutmeg and the only flavor we're really getting out of this is vanilla and nutmeg. Maybe it'll find flavor in the oven. Kind of like you find yourself in college. That's at least what the counselors tell you when you sign up for 16 credits your freshman year, move into a dorm, your mom sends you a care package, you cry in your car on the daily. It's fun. It's about growth. I loved college. But I did cry in my car quite a bit. And I had a bench I used to cry on in college. It literally was my crying bench. Cried on there my first week of school. And the bench was still there when I left. If I ever have enough money, I will buy said bench, carve my name into it, and call it the Christine's Crying Bench. For your crack. Your butt crack. To clarify. Getting so thick, and I feel like it's expanding in the bowl, foaming out of the bowl. Like I'm like, oh, we can't contain it in the bowl. I'm making phone calls to the poison control. I'm like, it's getting bigger. I'm gonna have to evacuate the house. Meet me at the end of the street. Pick me up, ma'am. This is Chili's, and we're closing in an hour. Could you get here? Yes, I'll place it, but I need a burger to go. Mozzarella sticks, extra sauce. This is done. Put this over here. Every other baking show, when they like dump all the ingredients in, they mix it a little bit and then they put it down on the shelf and they pull out the one that's already been made by an intern in the back who followed the recipe to the T. We don't have that. When I get done mixing it, I just shove it over there. And I hope by the time that I come back to it, it has somehow matured, formed, or someone casts a spell on it into the correct thing. Because if you want to taste good, it can taste good. You gotta believe it to achieve it. We gotta make the crust. Cheesecakes have a crumbly crust. And it's not like the crust we did for the lemon bars. That was like a shortbread crust. Correct. I'm just talking out loud, talking through it. This is gonna be more of like a graham cracker crust, right? That's usually what cheesecakes are. Graham cracker crust. I love that. Graham cracker crust. I'm hoping one day someone asks me what my favorite type of crust is. Because I'm gonna say, it's this thing, graham cracker crust. Oh my God, if I was on Jeopardy and they're like, name a type of bottom layer found in most cheesecakes. Yes, Christine. What is graham cracker crust? Oh! These smell kind of stale, and this was also open. These are honey graham crackers, and this one has 2 in it. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll just use the unopened one. How about that? Crust. Doesn't have to be that thick. Just gotta cover the bottom. I think it might be the brown wrapper that smells. It smells like danger. It smells like, what's that insulation stuff they put in the roof? The pink stuff, and you're not supposed to touch it and touch your eyes. These expired in December of 2020. Tastes like a Sharpie bled out onto a styrofoam cup. No, we can't use this. Absolutely, no, we can't. Don't have any other graham crackers. It tastes like chemicals. I'm gonna have to run to the store. We'll be right back after these messages. Hey folks, how are you? Snaps here. Do you care about people's health and well-being? And do you like good quality food that isn't 2 years past its expiration date? Great. Make sure you look at all the labels on your food and then don't give it to your daughter to make a video with. How about that? This would be inedible to give someone. This is downright cruel and unusual punishment. This is why we're offering you a one-time limited edition class on how to read expiration dates, okay? The day, the month, the year. You can sign up down below. It's a $14.99 class. It'll take about 10 minutes and then you're probably set for life. Okay, there is shipping and handling. We don't ship you anything and we don't handle much else, but it's just a service fee. Sign up down below. We'll see you in the class. We'll schedule it some sooner rather than later. Okay? Happy holidays. These expire February of next year. Yeah, I just ran to the store. Did you see the clip that I put in? I went to go grab a box of graham crackers. All of the tabs were open, unglued, all of them. I went back 6 deep. Still, all of them popped open. This one, as I felt it in the thing, I like popped it open myself. That's how loose it was. But all of them were like that. I also picked up eggnog. Kemp's Golden Eggnog. Yeah, what's in here? Contains egg and milk, skim milk, cream, sugar, corn syrup, egg yolks, nutmeg. Oh, that's why we put nutmeg in the thing. Water, gum, and it just says colors. They put colors in here. Let's try some of this eggnog while we're standing here. What the heck happened over here with this mixture? Boy, did that stiffen up. That looks like cement. I like drinking eggnog out of coffee cups. And this coffee cup says, if I'm holding this cup, shut the fuck up. And I live by that. Eggnog really doesn't make a sound when it hits the cup. Eggnog tastes like nothing else. Sweet and creamy and all that other good stuff. Now that we're back with the dang graham crackers. These are fresh. 9 things of graham crackers. These need to be like finely ground up, don't they? Oh, there's already crumbs everywhere. Tell me that doesn't sound like a horse running on the sand. Graham cracker crust, my butt! You're not just supposed to lay the graham crackers on the bottom, are you? No, then the recipe would just be a graham cracker bottom. This is a graham cracker crust. That means we're gonna have to add other stuff. She's diving from the top ropes! She's gonna... Okay. That's pretty good. Should we look at the amounts or should we look at the ingredients? I can just guess the amounts. We need graham crackers. And then it says 16 sheets. That would be cheating. I don't know why she left that. 16 sheets? What was that, 9? Well, I gotta do this all over again? There's crumbs everywhere. It's like sawdust. Should I put it in my eggnog? It says we also need finely grounded almonds, brown sugar, and cinnamon. Oh, brown sugar. That's like a fourth. Yeah, a fourth. A quarter cup, a fourth of a cup. We've already gone through this. Quarter of a cup brown sugar. I know I got cinnamon out for a reason. Cinnamon. Should we do a tablespoon? When we made those cranberry things, we put way too much cinnamon. Half a tablespoon of cinnamon. Okay. It makes it so easy when I just have the ingredients and I get to guess the amounts. Because I feel like my brain finally kicks in. We have this chopper. Look at that. That my mom uses. And you put this on. It's got a bunch of blades on it. And you just... How whole almonds, finely ground. Grounded? These are gonna be chopped. Oh my god, this egg has been sitting out. Let's put the egg back. Oh, I didn't even measure that. I don't know, a fourth, that must have been a fourth cup. Almonds are above brown sugar, so there's gotta be more almonds in the recipe than brown sugar. And I did a quarter cup of brown sugar, so I should do half a cup of almonds. I'm sweating. If you got some anger issues, go home and make some graham cracker crust because you can work some of your frustration out. How are there still 2 whole nuts in here? Half cup, hey, half cup almonds. Eggnog break. Ooh! And then it says melted butter. I only have a stick thawed out. So we're gonna do 1 stick. 8 tablespoons. What is this? That's brown sugar. Why is there a huge chunk of something? You gotta look for a pan to put it in. A pan to put it in. A pan. This looks way too small. We need a bigger pan to put it in. Do we have any volunteers? A real thick cheesecake. Oh, I forgot we were melting butter. Did we burn the butter? This was melted 30 seconds ago. Don't stick your face in the butter. Hot butter in your face? You big disgrace? I should probably unplug the mixer. I left the house without the mixer unplugged. Did I need more butter than that? Okay, maybe another stick of butter. We gotta find more butter. Melt the butter. Melt the butter. Still not melted. Wow. This bowl is so hot. Can I just pour the part that is melted? Ow! Ow! Oh, there's butter everywhere. Because we gotta melt the butter. Melt the butter. I'm the stick of butter just rolling in the microwave. Melt the butter. Melt the butter. I've heard of I can't believe it's not butter, but can you ever heard of I can't believe it's not melting? This is doing nothing for my crust. I don't think that's long enough. There's a couple of chunks, that's fine. As the recipe goes on, I just keep working it like a smaller part of the counter. Oh, don't get on it! Some of it's holding together. I think the only other lifeline I really need to use is I think we should look at the recipe. Real quick, Pikarooski. See how long we should bake it. 30 seconds on the clock. Go! For the top, there's a topping too. What do you put the topping on? To store, to freeze. How do you make it? Preheat the oven, 350, 13 by 9 pan. I don't think we have the... Wait, there's stuff in the oven. Hold on. In the meantime, bake 30. Set with a half cup. Cook for at least 90? Why does it say bake for 30 and then cool? Cool at least for 90. Cool. Bake for 30, rest for 90. We're gonna be trying these at midnight. Can I just dump this? This is so much. This is not the big enough pan. We can't use this much crust. Okay, take some out. I'm just gonna smush this down. It's still too much. Really trying to pack it in, but that is not gonna fit in there. Should we mix this one more time or just dump it in? This is thick as a rock. It's not even jiggling. It's set while I was at the store. Oh my god. This looks like marshmallow fluff. Put this on the back half. Just keep filling her in. Boop. We've seen worse things go into that oven. That doesn't look too bad. And it smells okay. We will bake it. It's going in the oven. I don't know why we keep baking things that need to rest for hours. I want to know the second it comes out of the oven if it's bad, if it's edible, if it's gonna give me diarrhea. I have things to do. Okay. Smells eggnoggy. And it like bubbled up. Look at that. Like if I pop it, it's gonna pop like a bubble. Very interesting texture. I do, maybe, okay, we'll try the cheesecake at 11:30 p.m. Be back in a jiff. Did I fall asleep waiting for the cheesecake to cool down? Yes, I did. There's my alarm to get up. Look, who's up before their alarm? That never happens. I'm glad I got that on film. I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I was like, let me go, I don't know, walk around the house. All the lights were on. Cheesecake was right here, totally cooled. Threw it in the fridge. I said, we'll just try it in the morning. Here we are. Oh, it got yellow overnight. As far as continuity, let me put the vest back on. I can't believe I fell asleep. I'll just zip it up. How about that? It's supposed to have a topping on it. Melted white chocolate chips and toasted chopped almonds. We're just gonna try it. I kind of dig how it looks. It's got 2 big cracks in it. Little air bubble cracks. Oh, I didn't get any of the crust. It's very thick. Just tastes like cream cheese, really. Tastes a lot like that whipping cream. The crust isn't bad. We nailed the crust. See how like I'm like digging into it, trying to make like a nice little cut? It's just like crumbling off into the knife. Something's wrong with the consistency. They're not serving this in the Cheesecake Factory, are they? I'm trying to pick up a whole, okay. I see a whole almond right there. How did that not get chopped up? I can like taste the chunks of cream cheese. Yeah, it's got a real gummy, pasty consistency. Like it really wants to stick to my tongue. Let's see what I did wrong. The recipes kind of hit different when you taste them in the morning. For the crust, supposed to use 2 cups of graham crackers, 16 sheets. I think I used 8 and 8. What's 8 plus 8? 16. No, it was 9 and 9. 18. 3/4 cup of unsalted butter. I used 2 sticks. 2 sticks of butter is 16 tablespoons. Okay, so I used like a 1/4 cup more butter than I needed to. That's fine. 1/2 cup of finely chopped almonds. I did use 1/2 cup. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I did use a 1/4 cup. And 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. I used 1/2 tablespoon of cinnamon. Filling, 16 ounces of cream cheese. 2 bricks. I did use 2 bricks of cream cheese. 1/2 cup of whipping cream, and I used a full cup. Probably why it's so creamy. 1/2 cup of sugar. I used a 1/4 cup of sugar. 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. The only thing I did wrong is I just put too much cream. Is that why it's so crumbly? Oh, you're supposed to bake the crust before? She baked the crust for 8 minutes before she cooked it with everything else. That makes sense, although I think my crust turned out fine. That's it? That's all I did wrong, really? Besides leaving it out on the counter for a couple of hours, I just put too much heavy cream? Ugh. What happens if you put too much heavy cream in your cheesecake? Oh! It says, what happens if you whip heavy cream too much? It deflates and starts looking clumpy and curd-like texture. No, that makes sense. I must have over-whipped the cream. Kind of looks like old mashed potatoes on a fork. Yay! I would say this one is not a fail, because I really didn't do too much wrong, but it was a pivotal mistake. Okay, that'll do it. I'm not bringing this particular dish to the holiday party. I'm not even bringing it to breakfast. It was a good attempt. I just got an email that someone's trying to log into my Facebook from Russia, so I gotta go. Happy holidays. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I do like one of these videos like once a month, or at least I try to, and I gotta start getting better at them. Breakfast of Champions. I'll see y'all next time. Go out and buy yourself a little vest. A little vest for the holiday party. They'll love it.